Hello, good evening, and welcome to Newsnight live from our studios here at Metro Television
and around the world on DSTV channel 277.
I am Josephine Oppong-Yeboah.
And I am Michael Oti. Coming up in the next hour, group calling itself concerned supporters of the NPP issued 24-hour ultimatum to private security guards at the party's headquarters to leave or face their wrath.
One flyover of the Kwame Circle interchange project to be open to traffic this weekend as work on the multi-million-dollar project progresses steadily.
Mortal remains of a late hockey star and designer of Ghana Nationals flag, Theodosia Oppong, laid to rest.
Also coming up, Employment Minister condemns nationwide strike called by staff of the Agric Development Bank. Meanwhile, the general response has so far been mixed up.
On the international front, the Catholic Church has dropped its backing for Burundi's elections. Details coming your way shortly. Stay. Hello, welcome once again. The news now in detail. The first phase of the huge interchange project at the Nkrumah Circle is complete and will soon be open to traffic this weekend.
The multi-million-dollar project undertaken by a Brazilian company has been one of the fastest to be executed and will ease traffic along the Circle Tesano Highway and the GBC Circle Kaneshi Road.
Ignatius Ano, who has been following this project from day one, reports.
These two bridges until the end of this month, and as you can see, we are just finishing small details, so everything will be ready by the end of this month.
And there's no turning back. Contractors on this huge project, Kuros Gavao, are within schedule, and they are happy. The first phase of this flyover from the Nsawam Highway to Accra will be open to traffic this weekend. The Nkrumah Circle project is a key intersection in the arterial road network in Accra and links the suburban areas of Accra to the central business district and other key spots in the capital. Available statistics indicate over 84,000 vehicles use it daily, and this may increase upon completion of the project.
If you want to do a right, that is, you go towards Obechebi, Lamte, then you do the slip, come down on the, you do the slip, come to the roundabout, then you slip off, and then you are off to Obechebi Lamte Circle. If you want to go towards Akwaje, the roundabout is still there to help you to do that movement towards Akwaje.
Project manager is optimistic of meeting the 2016 deadline for the final completion.
We expect to finish all the works by middle, second semester next year. We still work in the ring road flyover, especially it's a ring road with 1 kilometer. As you can see, we are still working the pier caps, and especially now we are focused on the ground level works, the widening of the roads, the asphalt, all the ground level works. We are still working on them.
Director of the Department of Urban Roads, Mohammed Abbas Awolo, hinted of a massive public education to guide motorists before the opening.
When they hand over to us on the 31st, we will immediately put vehicles on it. We'll need to do a lot more public education. For instance, when you're coming from the Akasanoma Road, from the Calvary Baptist Church, and you want to go towards Newtown, you will come up and then go onto the bridge just after Mr. Biggs. You climb on the bridge, then you head towards the Vodafone building. Then you get to a traffic light and you can do a right turn, and then you move on.
When completed, the 74 million euro Nkrumah Circle interchange project will have bicycle lanes, pedestrian walkways and dual carriageways to ease congestion in the area. It will also come with a police post, an ambulance service post and a fire station.
As you see, we are doing the loop, and the loop will be a link between these bridges and then the third-tier bridges. So that if you are coming from Fanofa and you want to go towards Accra, that means that you climb that bridge, go on the loop before you head towards Accra.
All right, let's shift attention to some political stories and a group calling itself the Concerned Youth of NPP today stormed the Nkrumah police station to present a complaint against what they term as the unlawful occupation of the party headquarters by some invisible forces.
The group, numbering about 15, has also threatened to storm the party headquarters in 24 hours if nothing is done about their complaint. Abdullah Mohammed has more.
According to the group of concerned youth of the NPP, they have been forced to present the complaint to the police since efforts to get Paul Afoko and Kwame back to work proved futile. They blame the leadership of the party for being unconcerned as the NPP is held to ransom by some invincible forces who have taken over the party offices for the past weeks.
We, the concerned youth of NPP, are appalled by the manner in which the party's headquarters have been taken over by random criminals described as the invisible forces. We wish to be made it known that the said invisible forces is a private security force formed by Captain Koda with the support of the party's flag bearer. We expect the police to be firm in ensuring that the security of all is guaranteed. We will be watching closely, and if after 24 hours the criminals are still at the party's headquarters, we shall storm there.
We are also the foot soldiers of NPP. We don't give a damn about that. That's what we will think now, if that's what they want. And we give them 24 hours. After 24 hours, anything can happen, and we are ready.
At a point, the group attempted to block the road from the Nkrumah police station to the house of the NPP flag bearer, Nanado Dankwe Kufuado.
You know something? We need our chairman inside our that office. And that if you know that, I swear, we need peace. We be peace people. We need peace. We be peace.
The concerned youth of the NPP also led newsmen to this 207 Benz bus, which was destroyed by macho men at the party headquarters on Wednesday afternoon. Metro News would keep viewers updated.
Away from the NPP, the protracted chieftaincy dispute between the Jamal and the Jafang family is now affecting lives and property in the troubled community. There is growing fear among residents that if the prolonged curfew as a result of the clashes is not seriously looked at, Pumprugu in the Yoyo district or the northern region will soon become a ghost town. Our northern regional correspondent Azad Nunya was there and gave us more insight.
The decade-long chieftaincy disputes between the Jamang and Jafang families have claimed many lives and properties, running into thousands of cedis. This necessitated the Ministry of Interior to impose a dusk-to-dawn curfew in the township. About 33 houses belonging to the Jamang and Jafang factions have either been burnt or pulled down. Many, especially the youth, have fled the town, some of whom have crossed the borders to neighboring Togo. The majority in the Pumprugu township now are women and children. Some of the houses our team visited still have bullet holes in the walls. Spokesperson for Jamang family, the faction which went to court to challenge the legitimacy of the embattled Na Abuba, accused the Jafang faction for destroying their properties.
The chief mobilized his people and they killed one teacher and burnt 37 houses from our place. Whilst our young men were down there. So they came and attacked them by saying that they will make sure that all Jamal family will not stay in town here. So it was there that our youth and them, they were exchanging blows.
Some family members who lost their relations in the clashes expressed their fear and anxiety to Metro News.
There were about 11 boys, those that were burning. My father was inside when they came. They were over here, somewhere around this place. So when those that were over here, they were shooting inside the room. So that they shot and my father saw that the way they are shooting, maybe it will get him. So he came and passed here out. When he just jumped down, the one that was standing over there, he shoot the leg. So he struggled and came here. They came and shoot him there. He struggled and came and died here.
We were very, very disturbed. We were not expecting this to happen. So we were not impressed. You can see the time we are coming, we used to close at 2:30. But because of the curfew, we have to close 1 o'clock. So we are not happy about this curfew.
Meanwhile, the embattled chief of Bunkpurugu, Na Abuba, who lamented over the delay of the case in court, revealed that his outfit was ready to comply with the ruling of the Northern Regional House of Chiefs as to who is the legitimate chief of the Bunkpurugu traditional area.
If the court ruled that I am not a chief of Bunkpurugu, and I say no, I am the chief of Bunkpurugu, then the law should deal with me. And if the law, the court ruled that yes, the way Nayiri did his enskinment, he did it in the right way, and he enskin you as the right person who supposed to be the chief of Bunkpurugu, and you now say that no, that time, then the law should take its course on that person.
However, the Northern Regional Public Relations Office of the Ghana Police Service, ASP Ebenezer Tete, is assuring the people of Bunkpurugu that the police, together with the military, are up to the task and will deal with anyone who takes the law into his or her hands.
For now, we want to continue to assess what pertains on the ground. And if there's a need for it to be relaxed, we will do so. But no decision has been taken as we speak now, because we want to continue to monitor the situation to be very sure that what we are experiencing there is not artificial, but real, so that we take a decision to.
ASP Ebenezer Tete also noted that, for now, the dusk to dawn curfew at Bunkpurugu will continue until both sides reach an agreement that will guarantee total safety and security of the people.
And still on this development, the District Police Commander and Crime Officer of the Ghana Police Service in Yantong District at Bunkpurugu in the northern region have been transferred amidst protests from one of the factions. To find out more about this development issue, we're joined by the phone line by our northern regional correspondent, Isaac Nuna. Hello, Isaac. Good evening. Thanks for joining us.
Good evening, Joyce.
Now, what have you picked on the ground regarding this latest development?
Yes, the Bunkpurugu township at the moment is very quiet due to the alleged transfer of the District Police Commander, ASC Felix Kumodo. Earlier on, we were told that both him and his camp officers were transferred, but it has been confirmed at the headquarters through a source that only Kumodo, the police commander, has been transferred. As we speak now, the officers releasing is already in Bunkpurugu, but we are told the chief of the area, through an interview granted Metro TV, is protesting over the transfer of the police commander. He claimed the other side has raised concerns about the police commander, hence the release of him to go out. And he has vowed not to work with the current commander who has come, and he claims coming from the other side. But let me state that there are about 47 police officers who have been moved from Tambale to the ground. Also, complained bitterly about certain mistreatment from the police commander in the district. They claim some 2,000 were given to them by the Interior Minister who visited them recently to be given to the officers, and they have not received a peso from this. And for the past 2 months they have been in the district, they only received 50 Ghana to buy soup and other things. So even toiletries and other things, where to sleep, no mattresses, all these things are lacking. But this particular thing is triggered following a press conference issued recently by the Jamal family, protesting about the comments made by the police commander recently regarding a meeting held by the other 9 clans, where he allegedly said that the Jamal clan, who are the minority, should accept whatever the majority from the other clans were saying. I think this thing didn't go down well there with the Jamal family, and they are protesting. Now, just yesterday, the Japan family held a press conference in Tamale, also stating that the Jamal family did not have a case. They should allow the police commander and his men to investigate the recent killing in the district. Just after that today, the police commander, ASC Kumodo, has moved out from the Tamale Bunkpurugu and the police commander there.
Okay, Isaac, finally, with the curfew still in place, what is the mood like at Bunkpurugu?
The curfew is still in place, but one thing I can tell you, no Bunkpurugu well, whether curfew or no curfew, people are still threatening each other. The last time when there's suspicion and mistrust is still full of tension in the area, and thereby the security that Maras is on the ground, based on what the tech is going through there, Maras also informed this transfer of the police commander. Let me also add that the security on the ground are also eyeing Napanduri, because one of the factions have their family there, and though the security there, which is now 10 p.m., anything could happen. The other faction could relocate there and do whatever they want to do. Okay, Isaac, thank you so much for that information. Isaac Nunya is a Northern Regional correspondent with that latest information, so we'll be keeping an eye with what is happening at Mumpunugu and keep you posted. Away from that, Ghana is yet to fully confirm any bird flu case, and that's according to Acting Director of the Veterinary Services Department. Dr. Augustus Ayite, however, confirmed that samples of some dead birds at 2 farms in Achimota and Oppong-Yeboah have been flown to the World Organization for Animal Health in Padova, Italy for further tests.
So far, over 35,000 birds have been killed at 2 poultry farms in Oppong-Yeboah and Achimota, where some birds are said to have died under very suspicious circumstances. The measure forms part of the Veterinary Services Department's strategy to control a possible outbreak of the deadly bird flu disease. Director of the Veterinary Services Department, Dr. Augustus Ayite, says the confirmation of the sample test of the dead birds will be in by next week. They called for calm and advised poultry farmers to report any incidents of deaths on their farms.
We want to allay the fears of the public that they shouldn't panic. We are only advising them that before they consume any poultry product, they should thoroughly cook them well. When they get in touch with any poultry, either sick or alive, they should wash their hands thoroughly. And also, when they see any dead bird, whether wild or domestic, they should report to the nearest veterinary clinic.
Executive Secretary of the Ghana National Association of Poultry Farmers says his members have heightened their biosecurity measures.
And we have alerted our members to heighten their biosecurity programs to ensure that they do not have unnecessary challenges in their farms. Since this present situation is in a locality, we also ensure that those who do business with us, like our customers, are not allowed into premises where we think they may transfer the disease, should it occur in some other farm, to the next farm.
He is urging the general public to thoroughly boil their livestock before consumption.